We have groundbreaking anti-aging skincare news for you. Rarely in beauty does a French brand come along that changes everything you think you know about skincare and has clinically proven results, proving your skin will look more youthful and glowing. It is so game-changing, in fact, so innovative, so creative, and so unique that it was actually awarded a patent. So if you live here in Tucson or if you're simply visiting us, pay close attention today if you've ever wondered why your expensive products aren't working. Our next guest wondered why too, and she spent almost a lifetime fixing it. Joining us now is anti-aging skincare disruptor and innovator Uli Haslucker, who along with her team of scientists in France have unlocked the mystery to youthful skin. Uli, I love it when you're here. So great to have you back. Since seeing is believing, you have the best way to show that this really does work, because personally you have used this, and right there on your hands, the best before and after picture I think we could show anybody.
Yes, this is the hand where I use the groundbreaking new generation of Climate Smart skincare, and then this hand I'm using a regular moisturizer from the counter, and you can see the huge difference.
Yes.
But who is not surprised by the difference is actually medical research community, because they have found out in the last couple of years that how skin ages and changes is depending on the climate you are in. And this is how Pormo works.
Yeah, so how did you decide to come about this? How did you start this?
Well, I had this idea for 40 years in my head. When I was a little girl, my dad was in the outside painting business, and he brought us all over the world. And he explained to my sister and me that different surfaces react different in different climates. And that stuck with me. And then fast forward, I'm in the beauty business, and now my job brings me all over the world. And that's when I had this aha moment. It's changing my skin.
Yes.
And that's when I brought it all together.
And I love this concept of geomoisturization, and you're talking about it today. Hydration formulated specifically for where you live. And here in Tucson, we are in the desert, but you're not necessarily using the desert cream, right? You use the mountain cream, and there's a reason for that.
Correct. This is because climate is also with the atmospheric pressure. And in the high desert, you are already over 3,000 feet, and you have thin air. And the way of how your skin can hold on moisture is very different than in the low desert. So what most people don't realize, Heather, is that our skin has a GPS system. It knows its location, it knows its climate, and it changes and ages accordingly.
What's the secret sauce?
Well, again, it's not one secret sauce. It's many secret sauces. The secret sauce is that it's specific for your climate. It allows you to get this extraordinary anti-aging results that you couldn't get with traditional skincare, because that's not how skin works. How can you get the results if you don't work, if your skincare doesn't work like your skin works?
Right, and if any of us have ever traveled to different climates, we know that our skin reacts differently. So If you do go to Miami and you have that moisture and your skin isn't used to it, sometimes that causes breakouts. It reacts accordingly. So I love the geomoisturization part of this. You have an offer for us today, right? So you bought this, you brought this gift of youthful, glowing skin for our viewers. Tell us about it.
Yes, this is our gift to Tucson. This is, and the price is a gift too, because normally it's $157, but today it is $79. And with the coupon code, you can take another $10 off. So $69 for useful skin. I think that's pretty wonderful. Yes. And here's what you get. You get the star of the product, which is our Mountain Day Cream, which is over here. And this is specific for the high desert. This will give you these results you're looking for and that you saw in my skin. And then I put in also the Desert Day Cream, because over the holidays you might be traveling to Las Vegas or to Phoenix. Remember, you were saying how your skin was different in Phoenix. That's because it's the low desert.
Right.
So this will give you glowing, beautiful, useful skin when you're in the low desert. Then I put in the black serum. Well, this is the Black Diamond Serum, and it is so smart, and it makes your skin smarter. It actually communicates with your skin, telling your skin to renew, regenerate, and repair itself. So it's like sending your skin to college, and it gets a degree in youthful skin, you know? So, and then this is the Multitasker, our clarifying polish, and I know that women in Phoenix and in Tucson and all over love it because this is the first step. French women always exfoliate, but what I found about American women is that they're worried about exfoliation. Often they think it's too harsh, it's too messy. Well, I took everything out what you don't like about exfoliation and put everything in what you like. So it works very different. I want to show this real quick because the important part is you put it on the dry skin and it melts away everything you don't want in your skin, all the bad stuff. And then you add the water to it and it transforms into a milk.
Oh, we can see it right there, yes.
And this transformational step gives you also this really gentle, beautiful exfoliation, and then you just wash it off and you have the softest, most hydrated and cleanest skin.
Seeing is believing, like we said in the beginning, and that is the best before and after, and you made this happen because you care about your skin as well. Uli, thank you for being here with us today. Pour Moi Skincare is offering a high desert rescue kit, again for $69 when you use the promo code SMART10, which is usually $157. That offer is good until the end of the year. To use the code and check out the online store, just visit pourmoiskincare.com/Tucson. Giving birth is one of the biggest joys a mother can experience, but for some, the time afterwards can be very dark.
Yeah, and Dr. Christine Norris from Palo Verde Behavioral Health is here to talk postpartum depression. Such a pleasure to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
So it's a very serious topic, but bringing light to it is very important because it's something that is treatable, maybe even preventable, right? So we'll get to that. And let's talk about what it is in the first place and how it differs from, say, baby blues.
Sure. So baby blues is a very normal part of post-pregnancy. It generally takes place in the first 2 weeks after birth, and it's usually caused by hormone changes that occur, sleep deprivation, all of the usual things that we expect after giving birth to a baby. But postpartum depression is much more severe than that. You know, outside of what we normally expect with depression, so depressed mood, lack of sleep, difficulty eating, one of the biggest things we notice in postpartum depressed mothers is that they will experience just an overall indifference to motherhood, or they will start feeling like they can't bond with their baby, they can't relate to the person that they just give birth to, and in addition to that, they can feel unusually irritable and usually anxious. They start to have these really dark thoughts that are very unusual for them, and they feel a lot of guilt. Because it's, you know, motherhood is supposed to be a very happy time in their life, and instead they feel this overwhelming sadness or indifference towards a milestone in their life that they've been looking for.
Right. I think you put a lot of pressure on yourself as a mom, especially right after you have a baby, and then everybody around you is expecting you to be super
happy. Absolutely.
Right. This has been brought to the forefront more so, I think, in recent years. So how common is this?
It's very common, actually. Up to 1 in 5 women will experience postpartum depression or anxiety over the course of their lifetime. And so it's important to be aware that it's, you know, while it's, you know, not normal per se, it is very common, and that there is no shame in having the diagnosis because it is a very, very treatable medical condition.
And on that note, I mean, it has the word depression in it. Do you use the same modalities to treat postpartum depression as you would regular depression?
We do. I mean, we modify it obviously for motherhood. So, you know, the usual things that we would use to treat depression is also what we would treat for postpartum depression. So therapy is very common. Sometimes we use antidepressants that may or may not be a lifelong course, so it can be very temporary. And of course, the big one though is very much acknowledging that you know, being a mom is not automatic. It's okay to be stressed after giving birth because kids don't come with a manual. And just because you gave birth to your baby doesn't mean that you automatically know how to, you know, change a diaper or swaddle a baby or feed them, and those things may not come easily, and that's okay.
Right.
And so giving support to mom, making sure she's sleeping, making sure she gets help with the baby are actually very common and preventable ways to decrease the rate of depression.
And I think you can't say it enough. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
It's definitely okay.
Now, how does this get better, and how long does this typically last?
Everyone is different. You know, for some moms, they find that, you know, throughout their adulthood, they'll need to be on some sort of treatment for preventative reasons and also just for active treatment. But I would say for a good chunk of mothers, it's actually very much a short course. Sometimes it takes months. It may take up to a year or two, but most moms, actually all moms, get better in some degree or another. So seeking treatment is really, really important.
And so tell us how the outpatient program is actually going to help mothers and what that looks like for somebody.
So we're very excited at Palo Verde about offering these services to our pregnant and postpartum mothers because there's really not many out there in Tucson, and in general, just mental health care is not common, but especially for pregnant and postpartum mothers. So Palo Verde has started a program where we offer both therapy and medication management for pregnant and postpartum patients. It's a self-referral. We take all insurance. You don't even need insurance to come see us.
Who wouldn't want you as their doctor, too? You're so relaxed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for having me.
If you'd like to learn more about the services at Palo Verde Behavioral Health, you can visit paloverdebh.com, or you can call them at 520-322-2888.
The Morning Blend, we'll be right back.
Many of us have seen before and afters on social media of people getting rid of those eye bags in just minutes. The transformations are incredible and really almost unbelievable. Today, we're talking about Plexiderm and how it works in a matter of minutes to reduce some of the key signs of aging. So if you have wrinkles or crow's feet or under eye bags, get ready to be amazed. Lifestyle expert Melinda McKinsey is joining us now with her secrets of Plexiderm. So great to have you here again.
Good to see you, Heather. So right off the bat, I like to say I am a Plexiderm user. I'm 58 years old, and the reason I like it is because I don't mind aging, but I want to look fresh for my age, and that's what Plexiderm does for me. So if you want to, we can jump right in. We've got a great video of Georgianne to show you exactly what Plexiderm can do.
That's my favorite. Take a look.
Great.
Okay. So here we go.
Right?
This is the time lapse, which I love. It's not just the before and after, but this shows how quickly it works.
Yeah, I really love these because you have to hold still for Plexiderm. You need those 10 minutes to let it set, but it's showing you how quickly it works as she keeps her face relaxed. What Plexiderm is doing is creating this invisible shield so you go around her eyes, around her